It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen, your top dog.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Stafford. And that will complete downfield to Kupp. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Stafford on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
To throw again on second down. Stafford to the sideline. And that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
As large as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here's Allen on first and 10. And this is Cook with the grab. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On play action, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's caught by Penning. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. After one, 7-3 the score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Hines now on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Penning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this returnable for Hines. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
There's Stafford. Now he's forced out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Bills. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the 1st half here, a long way to go. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On first down, it's Stafford. He finds Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you're playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
So here are the Bills to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Rams 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, touchdown! Dawson Knox from 6 yards away. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stafford on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Rams 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the LA offense offense ready for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now Stafford. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's caught by Penny. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. Touchdown, L.A. Foster Moreau, 58 yards. yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bills are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. And he'll find Moreau here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. Stafford on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Bills. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way.
He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Bass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
He'll get this out wide to Penny. On the move past the 40.
The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And the Bills getting set to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
On 1st down at Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So Allen's going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one